Okay, well, welcome to a whole other week. Keeps moving forward, which is a good thing. I think we're live and we're broadcasting now, so that's all good. Got a good little turnout here for this morning. Awesome. I see Chris and Rajat and Kimberly and Wayne and Ross. Awesome. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Great.
Awesome. Good. Good stuff. Very cool. Here, well, what I'll do is I'm just gonna show you guys quick little update. Just we're making some progress on moving forward on the whole AI, adding in that kind of stuff to generate reviews. So, inside of let's see this right now. Let's go back. Inside of our review system here, I just added in here a little prompt. You can use AI. It's not quite ready yet. Probably have it ready to go by the end of the day to actually put beta after that. Today we're testing it. Someone's
I can only listen. There is an echo coming in. Is that mine or somebody
don't know.
else?
It's a few people.
Yeah,
Okay, I think it might have been Chris.
yeah, now
Really
now it
sure.
seems to be gone. Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Okay. So we added in here. You can add an API key. We have it's OpenAI for now. Um, that's pretty much what we're just starting with. I didn't just to get everything rolling. So you can get an OpenAI key, openai.com. You have to subscribe to their yeah, I know there's like Anthropic and all that kind of stuff. So you go to log in, go to API platform, and then when you log in here, you can go create an API key. We'll test out other ones in the future here as well. And you can log in, and then I think I'll just show you where you grab it. I'll create a little video and put some information in there on how to grab your OpenAI key. You do have to subscribe to them though, and I don't know if you just buy credits or I think you might just buy credits in order to do it. And then once you've got it, once you subscribe to it, I think it's under settings, um, admin keys or API keys. Here you can go and you can create a new API key, and then you can grab that secret key, and then you'll be able to place it into here in our thing and save it. And this isn't a key. This is just me testing, making sure it's saving properly. And then after that, it will go into our system and use that API key in order to make it so that you can generate use AI to generate your suggested reviews for things. It'll generate a review for you, and then you click and copy, and it'll go to Google, and then they can paste the review in there. Um, that's kind of where we're at with things. So, I'm gonna put beta at the end of the AI thing. Let me just go see uh where that is. 1 second. I'm just gonna do it right now in case you guys are looking at it. Um, uh, and beta coming soon. Save that, and we'll be off to the races with that next piece. We still have to move the test code over from the other server over to the live server, but I think once we do that, it'll go in the flow. It'll ask for on this 5-star link here. It'll ask them to log in. If you don't have a phone number, it'll ask them for the phone number, and then it'll go and they can select what products and services they used and then go to Google to leave the review. So I think it'll be a really nice little flow and work well for everyone.
It's pretty cool. That's awesome.
So I just basically need to move the code over, get it so that if you're saying yes, I want to use it, have it turned on because we did add. Yeah, so we have this right here. So this will have to be checked marked and turned on, and then you'll have to have an API key in there in order to use it. and then you'll be able to be good to go. We got more people coming in today too. Awesome. Okay, cool. So Rajat, you got your hand up there. Hit me with your first question. You're muted still, by the way.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm back. Okay.
Yeah.
So, quick question. I would just go back to reviews is really good. Like I'll be
Yep.
waiting on the update, but going back onto the starting off the I would say our review promotions and referral things.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm a little confused because I see bunch of once I go on apps, we still see bunch of things. So I was it would be a nice thing if you can just give a little walkthrough that everything which one I do we need to download and the snapshot we need to download to get all three things because either I can share my screen or you can share your screen once we go on smart apps.
Yep.
So which ones? Because it says reviews and referrals, and then it
Right.
says rewards. Then there is loyalty cards, and
Okay.
and
So
then it says promotions.
yeah.
Uh,
So loyalty cards, promotions, rewards, and reviews can all be used separately. You
Okay.
don't have to use them all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Reviews and referrals. So when we first started out building stuff like 5 years ago, we built
Yeah.
our review system. Then we added referrals onto it. It's a really basic referral system.
Mm-hmm.
It does track the referral, but it doesn't track it in the same way as rewards does. So
Okay.
basically, you can give the person 1 point per referral, and if they refer someone, great. Now, then you're kind of left up to how you're going to deliver, the whatever it is. It just tracks it for you, or it asks them to share on social media. Now,
Mm-hmm.
under review, if you're going to use rewards and promotions and all that,
Mm-hmm.
always suggest to use this one, the reviews only snapshot.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is going to be only, it's just a review system.
Okay.
You can still use the 5-star link here,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but this one is just going to have reviews. It doesn't have any extra like referral things in it.
Got
This
it.
one here is referrals only. It's 1.0. It's the original referral snapshot that we had. It does follow up with people and ask them to refer people, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't do anything else other than that. Okay.
Perfect.
So always suggest do this. I should put it in here. If you're using rewards, use this snapshot.
Right.
Under rewards. So if we go get snapshot, this is the original. This is rewards only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
only reward points. And maybe I should update this too.
Mm-hmm.
Only reward points, nothing else is in there. It doesn't have promotions or loyalty cards or anything like that with it.
Okay.
This one, restaurant, salon, fitness, they have they have the promotion system. They have, so basically what we did was we had back in 2023, we had everything a la carte. So we had the reward system, we had promotions, we had loyalty cards. They were all separate. And if you wanted to use them, you had to go and take those pieces and put them all together, kind of thing.
Correct.
They all fit together really nicely. And like I don't even think you needed to really do anything in workflows to make them work. You just needed to like have them all in the same spot. So that ended up being too much work to set up your own snapshot. So what we were
Mm-hmm.
asking people to do was saying, hey, create a master account, go add the things that you want to add, and then um use that snapshot as what you roll out to your SaaS clients. So what we ended up doing was just saying, hey, since people were finding it more confusing to do that, we just kind of put together little packages of this is what we would do, you
Okay.
know. So this is where we have restaurant. This is the rewards, promotions, and loyalty cards all in one
Mm-hmm.
package, and
Are
it has
you sharing
membership.
your screen? Because I don't see it.
Yep, I'm sharing my screen. Can everybody else see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can try and stop share and reshare.
Yeah, I saw it.
Is that working better?
Yep.
All right. So
Yes.
under here, these are the marketing packages. This is where it has all three things already put into it.
Okay.
So you don't have to do anything a la carte. You just say, okay, I've got restaurant or retail client. I want to use this one. This is a salon, med spa, anything like where you have people in the business providing a service. And then this one's fitness. So you can download which snapshot you want, and then again, if you're using reviews, use the standalone reviews
Okay.
snapshot with
Perfect.
that.
Uh,
When you download these snapshots,
mm-hmm.
you don't have to download any of the other things. You don't have to do promotions or loyalty cards.
Okay.
It's already going to be in there.
Okay.
Now, if you have now here's another thing. We have some restaurant marketing agencies who don't want to do loyalty points. They're just like, we just want promotions.
Right.
So in here, you can just go to promotions and
Mm-hmm.
download the promotion snapshot. And this has everything promotions and I think memberships in there. No loyalty cards, no loyalty points, nothing like that. It's just the promo hub. And you get the promotions editor so that they can edit promotions, create promotions. It's got the promotions page, stuff like that. So this is primarily what we do for restaurants. This one
Mm-hmm.
here.
Okay.
Um, um, but you can, yeah, so you can just do this on its own. You don't need to do it with rewards.
Got it.
Yeah, you don't have to do it with reward points. And then
Mm-hmm.
loyalty cards. If you want, this is included in that restaurant marketing one. But if you just want to do loyalty cards on its own, you can just do loyalty cards and just deploy that out to customers instead.
Got it. Got it.
So those are the main ones. The other things are, extra things. So we have the bulk uploader where you can upload contacts, custom value updater, so that you can create your own custom value sets and have customers update those through forms. Tango gift cards is an integration with Tango gift cards, QR code
Mm-hmm.
generator, video testimonials if you're using that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you can download the snapshot there too.
Got it. Another quick question on, I remember last time we did something to track the referrals, invites, and leads when it was referred from the contact. And it was not showing up, but it started showing up only I think the referrals, but invites and leads are still not showing up. Is that something we need to do on that?
Depends on like which snapshot are you using. So,
I actually goofed up a little bit because I downloaded multiple snapshots. So I need
okay.
to maybe, clear something. And if you need, what I can also do is rather than spending time here, we can spend have a special session only to fix those things. It's going to be easier, I think, after downloading things.
Yeah, if you're not sure what you're using, I'm sure the way referrals invites leads and referrals work is invites are, and if you're using the restaurant one, I think we did change something in there for you, and I don't know if we changed it in the actual in the actual snapshot that you download. I think it was just in that one sub account
Exactly. Yeah,
that
it
you
was just in
use.
the sub account. Yeah.
So, do. Let's just go to this for a second. Let's go restaurant. So I think what we were talking about was in the rewards side of things in the rewards dashboard
Mm-hmm.
there is invites, leads, and referrals. I'll just explain what the difference are between those
Okay.
again.
Sure.
So let's go to contacts. Oh, wait, no, it's under referrals here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
an invite is in the person's dashboard where they have the form where they can fill it out.
Mm-hmm.
They can send out an invite. Basically, they fill out their information, they fill out their friend's information, and then that will send them an email. They'll send their friend an email saying, "Hey, come check this out."
Got it.
When that person fills out a form, then they become a lead. Now, this usually we do this more with the hair salon, med spa, fitness
Mm-hmm.
one and home services rather than the restaurant one. But I think when we were talking last time, I remember now, we said we could also probably do it when someone signs up to be a VIP.
Yeah.
So that's where the leads come in. And then referrals is when somebody redeems a coupon or makes a purchase or any of those things in order that money changed hands, right? That's when that customer actually becomes a referral. Now, I think what we were talking about is going into automations here.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a referral lead webhook. Let's go into VIC subscriber, add to default campaign. Don't know if we added anything here. Yeah, so we did do this here. So we added this in here. There is this webhook right here.
Okay.
Basically what we're doing is we're checking to see if the person was referred. If they were referred, do we have a referral ID from that person? If there was a referral ID, then instead of giving them referral points, we're doing referral lead. So this is part of the new the new snapshot
Mm-hmm.
here. Let's copy that. So action equals referral lead, and then you can give points for that referral lead too. So right now it's using a custom value for referral lead points, and that's taken from the custom values for referral lead points.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to save that again. You should have that. If you don't have it, it's probably just a quick fix because this will probably already be in your default
Mm-hmm.
campaign where we're sending everybody for the referrals.
Okay.
So if you have a look, you should see one that says webhook.
Right.
And then you can put this script in here. I'll put it in chat actually in case you don't have it.
Sure.
And then instead of don't click on that, just copy the whole let me get rid of the there, I'll put it in there. But yeah, you'll want to like copy that whole webhook if you don't have it
Got it.
in there.
Yeah.
So that will make it so that when somebody refers somebody and they fill out that VIP thing and that their referral ID is passed through the form, it will
Mhm.
give the person who referred them it should give them a check mark for a referral lead.
Okay.
Should
Got it.
give them points for the referral lead. That just means the person they invited
Mhm.
actually came back and said, "Yeah, I want to sign up." Or if they shared out on social media, that the person from social media signed up under their name. So you can give them 0 points. You can give them, however many points you want to give them for that 1 point, whatever. And then once that person actually redeems a coupon, comes into the business and redeems and buys something, then they'll be considered a referral and the other person will get points for that.
Okay. Got it. And is there a possibility we can track how many shares he has already done?
Um, so we can under we don't, so I'm going to say we don't have it displaying in a report,
Mm-hmm.
but if we went to contact, and I don't think I have any there, but if we just clicked on view contact here,
Mm-hmm.
it would say referral lead.
Okay.
It would say like instead of referral points, it would say referral lead points. Redeem, it would be referral. I think it would just say lead. So there's referral invite, so it'd be for a
Yeah.
lead, probably it would show up
Mm-hmm.
here. But if we needed to, we could probably generate a report.
Okay.
Referral invite. Um, we could probably generate a report that would show you how many referral invites that person has. It does show if they had referral invites, it's going to show here in the leaderboard
Okay.
or leads. I mean,
Right. Okay.
it's going to show leads here.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we went to referral, it's been a little while since I was in here. Let's go 12 months, submit. Maybe I don't have anything. in there for a very long time. Let's go here to current date. Here, submit. Let's see if we have any there. I guess not. You could, maybe that's only referrals. I'll take a look at that, and
Sure.
maybe we'll have referral leads and stuff in there too. Let me just have a look, because we
Okay.
do have the referral reporting, so you should be able to generate and export out a list of all your contacts that way.
Okay, sounds good.
And then that wouldn't be social shares,
Mm-hmm.
but under contact points. Oh, I think that's what we were talking about. Oh, sorry, I got
Yeah.
confused. I
Yeah,
mixed
yeah.
up there. We do have social share
Mm-hmm.
in there as well, so we could potentially grab that information as well if you wanted to see how many times somebody shared it out on social media.
Yeah.
Just make a list here of things that we can look at. Okay, and then I'll just do check. All right. Okay. I'll put those in there,
Sure.
and then I'll check on those two things.
Perfect.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks.
Awesome. You are welcome. Okay, let's go. I think Chris, you had your hand up next. I know you were in early. What you got going on?
Thanks, buddy. Hey, listen, I messaged you last week in
But
reference
it didn't
to
go through my
to
phone.
I messaged it last week in reference to the client of ours that wants to do the wine giveaway.
Right.
And I was misinformed. We got on a call with them later that day, and they actually want to charge like $5 per ticket, I guess to say.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know you'd asked whether they're paying or not. I said no initially, but after talking to them, yeah, they do want to charge $5 per ticket. Any suggestions there on how
You
we
can do the same thing that we talked about. But what you can do is you can do a payment right in the form. So you can go and generate a form with a payment link in that form, so that when they go to fill out that form, they have to pay the $5 or whatever it is.
Let me ask you this, Jason,
No, he
before you go any
doesn't want
further.
that.
They actually want to manage the payments on their side.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, is there
Can we put
really
it in the microsite and then
anything to do? Kim is asking if we could just drop it in the microsite as, hey, don't forget to sign up for
I
that.
think do they have like their own payment gateway or something like that they're doing, or they want people to buy in store?
in
Yeah,
store?
they want them to buy in store.
Well then,
So there's not a whole
yeah,
lot we
I
can
would.
really do,
There's
right?
nothing that you could really do. I would put a graphic in there that says, wine raffle giveaway. Just let people know about it.
That's what I'm thinking
And then
too.
potentially send out like a specific text or a specific email about that promotion that they're running, and then just let people know that you have to come in to get it.
I have a
Great.
question.
Okay, Kim has a question here real quick
Okay,
too.
you know how you can give points, right? They have
Yeah.
the point system. Why can't we, instead of giving a point once, just so we can keep track of the sales as well, so we can see, why can't they, the $5 is 5 points. Once they've paid, then somehow we need to be able to track they paid, or we don't know if it's been a successful. How do we track
You
it?
could do a coupon that
That's
they
what
have to redeem
That's
in
what I'm
order
thinking. Yeah, that's
order
what I was
to
thinking.
in order to get the raffle, in order to join the raffle. You just have to be clear, right? Hey, you're redeeming the coupon so that you can join, because we're only letting, it's an exclusive raffle or whatever, right? It's only
Right.
VIP members or something. And then and then have them just have a simple coupon, not one
Yeah.
that has to text them the thing, just where the staff, gives them a coupon code where it's like wine or something like that. They just have to put in the
Exactly.
word wine, and then it'll just track that people redeemed that coupon for that ticket. So it would be more for reporting on your end, but then it would just show them it's redeemed, and then now they're eligible to, buy the raffle ticket or something.
Okay, so one last question. I think that's what I was thinking all along. But let's say, because they can enter as many times as they want through the month of June. It's a pretty good, it's a cool thing that they're raffling.
Yeah.
With each time that they take it in and redeem it, then the guest would have, okay, I bought 5, right? Those coupons would be showing, so they have something of substance to show that they've paid, right?
Yeah, how
'Cause
how many coupons can they buy, or how many raffle
it's
tickets can they buy
unlimited,
at once?
unlimited,
Unlimited.
unlimited.
Yeah. It would only show that unless they did it on separate days,
Oh,
it would only
oh,
show
I
that
don't
they did it
know.
once.
Okay.
Shoot. Okay, we'll figure that out.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, like it's just adding an extra step into the whole raffle ticket
You got it.
purchasing process. Um, yeah, I would
So I'm just
potentially
gonna, I'll just build it as a promotion. I'll put
because
a,
you can say how many people clicked on it. I mean, you can build it as a promotion and it'll show how many people clicked on it,
Yeah.
or how many people viewed that specific promotion to get details. Um, there's that. Without a coupon, you can't really track too much other stuff to say people actually redeemed anything
Right.
or, partook. But then you would just have, what are their raffle ticket sales? And what are they giving away again?
It's a kind of a wine basket with, a number of bottles of wine, 2 or 3 different bottles of wine, but they're high-end wines and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's up to them. If it'd be fun to be able to make it so that people don't have to come in, but I mean they want more people to come in, I'm sure too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
also the more sales that they make off of the $5 tickets, the more money they'd make anyways towards that raffle basket. So, is it their own wine? Do they make their own wine, or is it?
no,
No, that was donated to them.
yeah, it's one of their high-end vendors is giving them this opportunity. So
Yeah.
they're just going to make the most of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I think I get it. And then I'll look at that. I'll watch that through the promotions tab under the redeemed coupons then, correct?
Yeah. It will show you what people did it.
Okay.
And if you make it a daily coupon, then they can redeem it more than once, and you'll
Yeah.
just see how many people redeem the coupons,
Okay.
or how many times people redeem the coupons. But it won't track how many like ticket sales.
Okay.
So
They
so
may.
with that, Jason, then, and I'm just thinking because the guy that we're dealing with, real nice, but he's a young kid and his dad bought him the business, so he
Okay.
pretty much relies on us for everything.
Okay.
I'm thinking the people that are putting the $5 out need something of substance showing they bought 5 tickets, 10 tickets, or whatever. So they're going to have to come up with some type of a tangible thing on their end, right, to hand these people. I mean,
Yeah, like
buy a roll of
even
tickets.
if it's a little booklet with the name and thing, or
Right.
they do tickets,
That's what
like
I'm
just
thinking.
a
Yeah.
Might
a
have, you might
simple
have to go old school
raffle
on-
tickets
Yeah.
type thing,
Okay.
and they
Okay,
the
cool.
person keeps them in their wallet until the draw date, or you
Okay.
probably want to. I mean, we do raffles all the time for sports, right? We have
Yeah.
there's raffle about like there's so lots of times what they'll do is they'll have like a block of tickets that you buy, and then they'll just write down you bought tickets between this number and this number, and then write it into a book, kind of thing,
Okay.
which works sometimes too, especially if you're doing the raffle tickets. Otherwise, I've seen people too just print off just on normal paper, here's you're entering. I think we entered a draw, last month. It was a giveaway from, we're at a restaurant, and it was a giveaway by Smirnoff for like Bloody Marys and Caesars and stuff like that. So
Got it.
it was just a piece of paper that you wrote your name on, essentially, name, phone number, email. So
Okay.
you might want to do that if they have more people coming through who aren't
VIP.
local or aren't
Right.
going to be around for the draw, just so they can get a hold of them later.
Cool.
Okay, thanks so
Kind
much.
of saying what
welcome.
we were thinking. Kind of have to go old school on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, that's why the online ticket sales, being able to sell the stuff online is nice.
Yeah.
Because then you can have like the number of people who can sign up for the raffle is a lot bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. Okay. Maybe I'll have to
Oops.
shift this thought process for the future.
All right.
Thanks,
Sounds
buddy.
good. Welcome. Let's jump over to Ross. Ross, how are you doing today? Thanks for being patient.
Hey, good. I was just curious. I didn't see anything. I can't remember if you've ever talked about it, so like I my I don't know. My brain might be misthinking stuff. But did you ever talk about doing like Wi-Fi gating at all? I was trying
Yeah,
to go
there
through stuff.
is in the so we have it set up in restaurants. It's just a simple workflow. And it's text, it's done through text. So it's basically text this number to get, I mean, that's what we've done is text this number to get your to get the Wi-Fi password. So in custom values, um you'll see two fields. Let's go to here. Let's go to Power Tools. Rewards. Let's go down to let's just go to restaurants. That's an old one. Here. So at the bottom, you should see text to subscribe. No, I think we have, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Select the Wi-Fi password. Okay, ask to join VIP, ask to request for Wi-Fi. Okay, so then there's the restaurant rewards Wi-Fi password. So you put their Wi-Fi password in here, and then you just have to tell them to text the word Wi-Fi to whatever the phone number is for the business. So
Okay.
you can put that up on a sign, you can put it on whatever, but you can say, yeah, text Wi-Fi to this number, and inside automations, it would be under here where it says Wi-Fi. It is send them SMS for Wi-Fi. And then in this workflow, it will check to see if anybody texted in with the word Wi-Fi. So they sent a message to the phone number from Wi-Fi. Then it'll send them an SMS. Our Wi-Fi password is here. It'll tag them as Wi-Fi, and then it checks to see we had that other button here that says, "Do you want to ask them to request to join VIP after they get the Wi-Fi?" And if you have it turned on to yes, then it will send them a message. It'll check to see if they're a member already. If they are a member, then I think it waits like, yeah, 10 seconds, 6 seconds, and then it'll send them a text message to see if they want to join the VIP member. And if they reply yes, then it'll add them.
Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah,
that.
this was
You could also do the same thing too with if you wanted them to fill out a form or something like that too, like or scan a QR code and go to a page and put their phone number in or something. You could do that too. You just have to add that as another trigger in here. If you added a form or like a trigger for a form where they just put their name and phone number in or something like that, then it would trigger this and send them the Wi-Fi password via SMS too. Or I
okay.
mean, you could do a few different things, but that's the kind of Wi-Fi gating that we have there. We don't have one of those. I was looking at before. There's systems where you can add in routers into the customers, like, or you can add in the Wi-Fi stations into the restaurant, and then based on that, have them log in afterwards to collect their details. That would be another good way to do it. But then you just have to be putting that hardware into the restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find information and I couldn't find it. But then hopped on like YouTube to find stuff, and yeah, everything I found was like installing like an actual router. Because I think that's the experience that most people have, like at an airport or something. You
Yeah.
just go in and then it just redirects you to the page to sign in. But at least
Yeah,
this
like that.
way,
Hotels, airports, they all do that.
exactly.
So
Yep.
you do need to have it's another system, and you can get them, and I don't think they're super complicated to install, but you do have to go to the restaurant or and then just make sure it's up and running for them.
Yeah, so this way, obviously, is a quick way to just kind of do hacky way to just do the same thing, but instead of making it like a public Wi-Fi, they would just need to change it to be password protected, and then add this like you said, QR codes or whatever to text to
Yeah,
get the
just do it.
number.
You could even do a QR code. Oh, scan this QR code for our Wi-Fi. They
Yeah,
scan that, they fill out their name and phone number or whatever, hit submit, and then it will, you can give them the Wi-Fi password on the next page if you want,
yeah,
or you can SMS, you can send them a message afterwards too. But that if you did it that way, at least you can make them give permission for, sending marketing material and stuff like that too.
yeah. Okay, cool,
All
good.
right. Yeah,
And
those are both work.
Okay, and I was just kind of multitasking, but Chris, for yours, you were trying to, what were you trying to do with the raffle? You were just trying to get like how to save everyone's name, or
No, we have, well, kind of both, but we were actually going into it. We are collecting people's names. We want to kind of hit we call it our VIP list. We want to hit our VIP list with the opportunity to purchase the wine. But then we were trying to track, because they are paying per ticket and they can buy as many tickets as they want. We were trying to track how to keep those people and how to keep track of what they purchased and everything else. But it's kind of convoluted because they don't want to use our pay system. They want to keep it in their pay system. So it's
okay.
kind of closes the door for us. But
Yeah,
we're
there's
still
not
gonna,
a whole lot you can do with it.
yeah, we're still going to promote it and everything. But I'll just leave it at just that's about all we can do for them. So.
I mean, we did some we've been using the high level like tap feature on the phones to collect payments for different raffles and stuff like that too, because we do so much sports stuff with the kids, and we always have draws and raffles and everything going on for that. So we had the kids out at we had like pretty big giveaways. They had like Yeti coolers, and like each prize there was like 5 prizes and they were worth like $1,000 each kind of thing. And what we had the kids going out and we programmed their phones so that like the kids from the team, they could take debit or credit wherever they're at, because not everyone's carrying cash all the time right now. So they sold a ton of tickets, being able to do that. And I've even noticed a lot of like the 50/50 draws and stuff like that at different sports things are all going digital now too, where you can buy your tickets online. And then yeah, even it'd be nice if you could do it online. Select how many tickets you want. You get your numbers, you get that many entries. There would have to be more setup for that, definitely. You would definitely have to have more setup for it, because if they bought like 5 tickets, you want to give them potentially a unique number for each ticket, or however you track those many entries. Um, Add them into a spreadsheet or something like that. But the good old put names in a box works too. Yeah.
Hey, Jason, can I ask a little bit about I just want to make sure I'm using that and maybe your purpose for creating the V card. Um, does that get sent out? How can I send out that V card?
In a workflow,
Yeah.
you can add it as that custom value as an attachment.
Okay.
So a little bit of a setup to do with it, but let's go to the card. I don't know if it works under snippets, but I know it works when you add it. You can, well, there's a number of things you can do. So you can send it out as an attachment. Here it'll say invalid format.
Okay.
But you can ignore that because it'll get populated with the
Okay.
correct link when when you go to send it. So you just take that custom value and put it there. If you have we've also done this before too. You put it on someone's web page as
Okay.
a link on the web page to download my contact card, and you just put that custom value as the URL, and
Got it.
when somebody clicks on it, it will download the contact card to their phone. It'll open it up for them as well. So
Groovy.
you could do it those two ways. And if for some reason those aren't working, and if you want to put it in a snippet, I think you can just use it directly as a URL in the snippet too. So if
Okay.
you created a new snippet, I know there was an issue trying to add an attachment with a custom value in here because you can't. It tells you that it's not a valid URL, and
Got
then
it.
it doesn't let you add it in here. Let's just try any custom value. Add. Yeah, so it won't let me add this custom value
Okay.
here. Yeah, it won't let me do it there, but it will allow you to do it in the
In a workflow.
workflows.
Okay.
Alternatively, you can be like, click here for our or is this an SMS or an email?
That's an
Um,
SMS.
SMS. You can potentially just paste it in there, paste the custom value in there, and then it'll say like download our contact card, and then it'll give them a URL to the contact card. A
Cool.
little bit less. It looks, if from a brand new person, it looks a little more sketchy because
Okay.
it's this random link, this weird link that you're sending in a text message. Hey, nice to meet you. Download our thing, and they don't know if it's like spam or not.
Got
Uh,
it.
the adding it as attachment is much better because it shows it should show that little contact card button
Right.
in their messaging when they get it.
Okay. Cool. Um, in the back end, under the add contact card details, I just want to make sure I'm adding the right numbers correctly. We have an A2, well, because we're in the US, we have an A2P number for them. Do I put that in the business phone number or the personal phone number?
So
Do you
that would be their phone number. Oh no, if you're using the A2P number, that's up to you. You could use either one.
Okay.
I
So,
don't think it matters. If they want to put their like cell phone number
yeah,
in,
I'll probably leave
then you
that
could put that
blank
into
then, right?
personal,
Yeah.
and then otherwise you could do business, or you could just use the one A2P number that you have as uh as the only phone number you put in there.
Cool. Okay.
That way, when they call you, you're guaranteed to go through high level.
Awesome. Okay, that's all I want. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Super helpful.
Choo. Judy said some stuff. You guys might want to think. Judy had some stuff to say about raffle tickets, just legalities and stuff. What that considers, but that's up to the restaurant there too, I think, and it's up to them on what they're doing. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know what the online. Every state and every province basically has their own rules around what you can and cannot do for raffles. Raffles are usually more open than say like doing a 50-50 draw, because then that's more gambling because you're just giving your money to try and win more money, whereas this is entering a raffle to win a basket of things. So yeah, the business would have to look into the legalities of what's
Yeah.
required. Sometimes
Yeah, and
sometimes you have to get I know for 50-50 you need to get uh a license, kind of thing, an approval of doing that 50-50 draw. I think.
Yeah, and well, I mean, that's you're talking about for BC too. So every province and every state, like you said, has different laws about it and stuff. And in the States, they're, you know, even more sticklers about it, and that's why Las Vegas was created, right?
Yeah.
And then it was just Las Vegas and Atlantic City, right? And then now you can gamble all over the internet, but still in person, it's still they still have those old laws, I believe. But and the other thing too is that your daughter's hockey team may be registered as a nonprofit or
Yeah,
something.
they would be a nonprofit.
So that makes a big difference too, right? For a business that is not a nonprofit compared to and like I said, the differences between Canada.
I've never had to deal with any of that, but I think um I feel like they must do something, or they just get like a blanket license for the year to be able to run 50/50 raffles for because every sports team does it. Every team that
Yeah,
any kind of tournament or anything, they always have
yeah,
50/50. It's a great way for the teams to generate revenue.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just looking into that. Judy, did you have any questions for today?
No,
No? Okay.
not
Um,
not so
cool. Yeah,
far.
I think that's important, especially if you're running raffles for your company your clients. What needs to be in place for that for sure. Ross, you had your hands up. Is there another question?
Yeah. Okay, so I think you kind of helped me think through it on Thursday, the last call Thursday,
Okay.
but just to, I guess, make sure I'm clear. So if I do like, so the goal is to like do like a loyalty program. After they get so many stamps, there is several rewards that they can possibly redeem. Just one of them is like they can just like a pick one. So if I'm going to do that, I think from what I heard and just thinking about it, it would be like using like, okay, once you complete like your punch card, then you get just give them a certain amount of rewards points, which then they can go in and redeem one of the rewards for those points from the rewards catalog. Is that kind
Yeah.
of
So you can do it that way. Once they get 10 points, it's 10 stamps, then you give them, 2,500 points or whatever you're going to give them for that. And then they can go into their dashboard and redeem those points for any of the vouchers that you created. The alternative is like if it's like, hey, buy 10 coffees, get one free kind of thing, then and they can just show it to the staff at the restaurant or the cafe or whatever it would be and then the staff would scan their QR code and redeem that coupon for them. It's in the same display where we have or the form that we have give stamps. There's a tab at the top. If you click over, it'll be redeem stamps. So then you could just the staff owner just needs to be like redeem stamps for that
okay?
customer. And then it will reset the customer back to zero, send them a text message, say, hey, you just redeemed your 10 stamps for, whatever it is they give. And then just in the business, they give them the free coffee. The only thing we don't have, yeah, the only thing I was just thinking about that is we don't have any reporting on that of like how many you gave away. So that might be a good thing to think about here in the future too, is tracking how many they've given away, even if we just added them up from like a custom value or something, because you could do that whole thing where you just add points to or increase the custom value by one, and then you can see how many they've actually given away.
Yeah. Okay. And then if I so and this might already be, I'm just asking. So for the if they wanted to see like if you're not giving if it's not one for one like okay once you get this you're gonna get this if it's like okay once you get this there's a few things that you can redeem.
Yeah.
How would I show them what they can redeem like the I
So
guess the
you would give
catalog.
them so once they reach that 10th coupon, you would give them points for it. And then reset them back to 0. But when you give them points, it'll say, hey, you just earned, you probably want to change the messaging up a little bit, but you could have it say, hey, you just earned 10 points or something. Let's go back to restaurant here. And let's go to loyalty card. So this would be to give reward points and reset. This is I think we have this right here. So contact changed. The remaining stamps has changed. It probably we say how many stamps are left. I think I have a little bit of information about here. This workflow will give points once a contact's loyalty card is full, then reset their stamps and remaining stamps at default, which would be 0. So if there's 0 stamps left, which means their card is full, so they don't have any more stamps left, then we're going to give points. So we're going to give points however many points you want to put in here. This one's hard coded in here, so you'd want to take a look and say, okay, we're going to give them this many points when their card is full. It will update the thing to 0. It'll reset their stamps, and then it will. That's what these ones do. Here, it just resets their stamps to 0. And then yeah, that gives them points. So once you do that, I mean, you could edit this one and you can send them a text message and stuff in here or email, whatever, saying, hey, congratulations, you just redeemed, you just filled your card. We just gave you 2,500 stamps. When you give somebody points, it automatically sends them out a text message and an email saying, hey, you just earned points. So, and then click here to go see your dashboard. So you could do it that way. Or you can update this workflow right here, publish it and turn it on. And then once they earn those points, then it'll automatically give them however many points you have set. And then
So it sounds
you can
like
send them a link to the dashboard.
Okay, so it sounds like the current flow is the rewards dashboard to redeem doesn't get displayed or unlocked until they hit the magic number. Is that right?
Yeah, you could do that. That's probably how I would do it. Hey, you just and so it's not they don't have different screens that they're going to trying to fumble through or not fumble through, but go through in order to get to like their loyalty card and stuff. Just, have the next one that say, hey, you just earned, this many points for redeeming your loyalty card or getting, 10 stamps on your loyalty card. Go here and check out your rewards you can redeem for. And then I'll take them to the dashboard and then they could redeem points and see that. And then print off one of those vouchers and bring it in.
Okay. That sounds good. I'll continue to play with it and let you know on Thursday.
All right, sounds
Like,
good. Sounds good. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know. And if you think of anything else too, different way that you think you'd like to use it, just let me know. We probably figure it out too.
Yeah, in my mind, I was thinking like, and I don't know how often this comes up, so maybe it's not a non-issue, but I'm like, if the restaurant is like, okay, here's like 3 or 4 things that, will allow them to redeem once
Mm-hmm.
they, hit the magic number. And it's like, okay, well, what if the customer wants to see what they're working towards versus being surprised at the end of like, oh, okay, what do I win now that I'm there? Like if it was like, what can I tell them? If it's like, do they just have to keep their own list?
Oh, well,
Like,
you
or
can
once
you can just give them access to the loyalty points dashboard too,
loyalty
and
points
then you could
dashboard.
just say, hey, in your advertising, you could say, um, I mean, you might want to even you can do tiered too. You could do like, hey, if you redeem 10 stamps, you get this. If you redeem 20 stamps, you're going to get this, whatever it is. You just keep saving. So, it would be like every time you get 10 stamps, we're going to give you 1,000 points, right?
Yeah.
1,000 points is going to get you a bagel and a coffee. 2,000 points is going to get you an appetizer, whatever it is. 3,000 points is going to get you, an entree. You could have different things like that so they could decide, hey, do I want to save my points and use them, um, just redeem them for something in the beginning, buy 10 coffees, get one free kind of thing. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
if you buy,
Yeah.
if you buy 10 coffees, you can redeem for a coffee. But if you buy 20 coffees, we'll give you a coffee and a bagel or whatever, a coffee and a muffin.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I don't know. In my brain, it's like I feel like it's easier for customers to understand like stamps because it's like one for one versus trying
Yeah.
to, decode points and
It
figure
does
out how
add,
many
it
points.
adds, it always trying to, that's the trick, right? Is trying to keep things as simple as possible, with adding without, or, even fun without adding in too much complexity for the average person out there.
Yep, exactly.
So
So
that's why I'm generally like, okay, use loyalty cards or you use the points or use the stamps. You might not want to do both,
Mhm.
but I mean, there's definitely scenarios where you could do both, but you just have
Just
to
a
be
hybrid
clear,
approach where you do
yeah,
stamps and then the
okay, hey,
stamps
we're giving
get points.
everybody points for checking in and doing these things. Buy 10, buy 10 beers, you're going to earn 2,500 points or something like that, whatever it is, come in 10 times, buy 10 loaves of bread. We're going to also give you these other points as a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the goal
So,
is to start simple and then I guess if they want to get more
always.
creative, that's fine. And then that's on them. Like we can get more creative, but at least the selling point is keep it simple, I think, like just start
I think
simple.
I think you have to. You'd be surprised at how just making like small changes can add complexity, and then um you think it's a great, oh, it'd be awesome if we could do this kind of thing, and then you go to try to do it and you're like, that's everyone's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You changed the button from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen and now everything's broken and I don't know what I'm doing and the world is falling apart. I can't find the button anymore. It's right there. you know
Yeah, exactly.
but just things like that. So the more simple you can make it and the more clear, the better.
Cool.
All right. Awesome. Well, does anybody else have any other thoughts, ideas, questions for this fantastic Tuesday? If not, well, maybe we'll wrap up and we'll go get a bunch of things done for the day here. All right.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk to you guys.